welcome. Okay? And it's just an app, and it shows you in the section where you're logging your photos and your measurements and all that and your weight. It gives you the locations, okay? All right, so I'm in Dallas, Texas, and I'm glad that you guys are here. So the waist is not always the same as the navel. My navel is right here. Your waist is the narrowest portion of the torso. Okay, so if you feel like you have a narrow portion, and it's probably going to be a little bit higher than the belly button, but it's different on everybody. See, here's my two, see how different they are? Here's my narrowest portion, but here's my belly button, okay? So a minute ago, I went around my belly button to take that circumference, okay, around my navel, all right? And that's the easiest place so that you make sure you get the same location each time, guys. That's why I'm doing this. That's why it's important, because you want to hit the same site each time, okay? So now I'm going to go to the waist, which is the narrowest portion of the torso, and then you take the measurement like that. So see how I'm looking around, you look in the mirror, and then that way you can see. Okay, thank you. Okay, so then you take that measurement, okay? And the way you don't want to be pulling it like, you know, like super tight like this, okay? It needs to be, hey Sage, thanks for coming in. I'm showing how to give measurements to yourself at home, okay? So you want to make sure it's not twisted in the back. Hey Sage, thank you so much for coming in. You're awesome. Great to see you. And so when you're holding the tape, guys, you just want it to be snug, but you don't want it to be too tight, okay? Because we want to be realistic, and we want to, you know, a lot of times people don't want to see their numbers. A lot of times people don't want to do this, but I'm trying to encourage you to get those measurements so that when you get those results, you're going to be super excited, okay? So that was the waist. We did the chest, guys. We did the navel, so belly button, and that's a great reference point, okay? And then we did the waist, and now we're going to do the hips. So the hips are going to be the fullest portion, okay, of the buttocks, okay, of the buttocks, and basically the hips. So you want to make sure you're getting the fullest portion, and you go straight around, okay? Now, if I'm measuring somebody and I'm doing these measurements on them, I'm going to be standing to the side, okay, so that I'm not like in front of them or in back of them, okay? So that's the way you would do it as a fitness professional, or, you know, maybe you could learn to do it that way if you're not in fitness. It doesn't matter, but that way you're not got your you're not got your head and face in somebody's personal space, okay? All right, so this is the way you would take that measurement. So you want to make sure it's over the fullest portion of your butt muscles. Can you show the website again? Yes, it's Train Me Online, bit.ly/trainmeonline, okay? bit.ly/trainmeonline, and you can message me, you can contact me through there. You can send a message even if you're not signing up to be a client. It doesn't matter. You can still send me a message through there. You can also message me. You can also go to my Facebook page and message me. Good Health on the Go Fitness and Wellness, and it's the same profile picture as in my profile here on Periscope, okay? So the hip, guys, this is an important area, so you want to get that, okay? Now, another area that I encourage people to take is the thigh. So with the thigh, you're going to stand with your legs apart, and really the best way to do it is to use the hand as a landmark if you can. So you just need to try to remember which way you do it, because it's kind of hard to do it that way on yourself. But you can kind of eyeball, and you're supposed to really measure the largest portion of the thigh. So the max circumference, wherever you feel like is the max circumference of your thigh, okay? And you just, again, you want to make sure that it's straight, okay? All right, so, okay, so making sure that it's straight and that the tape isn't folded. Okay, so that's the thigh, and just stand up straight when you're measuring. You want to try to, you know, make sure, and then because you're doing it by yourself, and then make sure that it's straight. Okay, and then look at the measurement and write it down. Make sure you're writing all these down, okay? Now, there is one for, there's other ones for the calf and the bicep and all that. If you want to get the bicep, you could probably try to do that yourself. It's a little more challenging, but see how I've got it around my arm, okay? And you can decide if you want to flex, then mark on the sheet that you were flexing your bicep when you took the measurement, okay? Or you can just let the arm be hang or out to the side and take the measurement that way, okay? And you want to get basically in the middle of the arm, okay? See how I'm basically, it doesn't look very straight right this second, but basically I'm right in the middle of the arm, kind of the fullest circumference again, okay? And there we go, all right? So that's better. Might be, pull it up a little bit in the back, and then that should be good. That looks good. Okay? Okay, so thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys coming in. Okay, so that is the second tip. Okay? So first we said you need to get your weight, all right, once a week, preferably like in the morning on a Monday. Don't weigh yourself again until the next week, okay? Document your weight in pounds. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to measure yourself one time, guys, like every 3 months, okay? You do not need to measure yourself every week, okay? No measuring every week. This takes a minute, okay? So you do it one time for about 3 months, okay? And then you can track your progress again by taking measurements again, okay? Because that way you have time to see, are you losing some inches and so forth, okay? Now, don't let the numbers get you all messed up with the scale. You might be losing inches, but the weight has not shifted on the scale. And the reason that might be is because if you're lifting weights or doing some type of exercise, then the muscle mass weighs more than fat mass. So you're going to weigh more on the scale, but your inches might be decreasing, okay? So, for example, I have a client who gets very discouraged when they don't see the scale shift very much. I can see changes in the client and her body, and she says, it's not changing, I'm getting discouraged. And then I say, okay, how are your clothes fitting? And it's like, well, I'm in a different size now, I'm down a size, okay? So, you can lose inches, okay, but not be losing weight, because muscle mass is more compact, okay, and weighs more than fat mass, okay? So don't get tripped up on the scale. Have your measurements so that 3 months later you can take your measurements, okay? Lastly, and if you're just coming in, welcome. Lastly, what you want to have, guess what it is, okay? You want to have before and after pictures, guys. You got to have a before and after picture, okay? So we all have phones. You're on a phone right now or a computer or something if you're watching this, and we want to have a before and after picture, okay? So check out a client of mine. This is a before picture, okay? So imagine if we didn't get his before picture, we wouldn't be able to put these side by side and go, oh, wow, okay, he lost 100 pounds, okay? Your weight is the same on the scales, but I feel lighter. Fantastic, exactly, okay? So, again, if you're doing, that's great. If you're doing weight training, your body's going to transform, okay? And you may not be losing weight on the scale, so it's okay. Yes, he had great results. And there was also another photo, this is just one example, where he was turned to the side, okay? So you had a side view. So if you're taking your photos, guys, what you're going to do is preferably you would have someone take one for you. But if you can't, okay, or if you're using my online mobile app, it allows you to actually take a selfie, okay, and it shows you where to line up. The navel is at this line and the head is at this level, and you take the photo through the app, and it's just right there, okay? But if you're taking a photo with your phone, you can try to get a selfie and you can try to get a selfie head on, okay, and try to get the full body as much as you can, especially, you know, right through here, okay, because this is the area where most people are looking to lose weight, okay, or need to lose weight, because that's the danger zone. And that's the reason we were taking the measurements mainly in this area. We're not worried too much about the calf, although you can take measurements all over the body, the neck and everything, okay? So, photo straight on, standing erect, and then try to take a selfie or have someone take one for you. Then you also want to turn to the side and get a side view so you can see any weight that's lost through here, okay, and the chest and all that. So the side view, you're going to hold the camera out and you're going to snap the camera and take a side view. And then if someone's taking it for you, you're going to be just standing like this and looking straight ahead so that they can see and get a good side view, okay? Now, if you have a friend with you, you can turn around and get them to do a back view, okay? On my mobile app, it's mainly the front and the side. You can try to get your own back view by doing a selfie and turning around, okay, and trying to do it that way, all right? But again, remember, a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? So it's like all you have to do is see this and go, wow, he lost weight, oh my gosh, you know. So, and if you ever feel like you're not getting results, sometimes if you put two pictures side by side, or if you look back at some of your photos from the past, you're like, wow, I really, you know, this is crazy. I can't believe I used to look like that. You know, I can't believe I weighed, you know, that much. Or that was when I was 20 pounds heavier. So I know people that do that, and I'm sure that you do too. And if you are looking to get results, I would love to help you, okay? So, hi, Kathy. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you being here. So, we're wrapping up the scope. If anybody has any questions, you can feel free to pop them in. Again, you can follow me and find out more about me and what I do here on Periscope at Good Health on the Go Fitness and Wellness. So if you have seen the hashtag